Conheça Bear do canal Exploring with Bear. Em agosto de 2025, ele decidiu explorar sozinho uma floresta considerada assombrada. Desde o início, deixou claro que não se sentia nada à vontade naquele lugar. A região carregava uma fama sombria, repleta de histórias perturbadoras envolvendo criaturas misteriosas e lendas como o Pé Grande, o Dogman e até mesmo os temidos Skinwalkers.
Bigfoot, my boy, Dogman, and Skinwalkers, or the crawlers, whatever those things are that like the caves. There's some caves right behind me here. But that's not it. I found out some more crazy stories about this place. For one, there has been many lives lost right at this location right here from people either, themselves or other people doing something bad to somebody else. There was another story from another person that said 2 guys was found naked walking down this railroad tracks right here. And when they were picked up and questioned, they said they was being held for days in the woods right behind me here. So holy smokes, originally Dee and David was supposed to be with me tonight, but Dee got sick and I'm all by myself. So I will be here by myself tonight, making it that much more scary. So here in a minute, we'll go ahead and get our fire started and sit here and just soak it in. I'm right in front of this cave entrance here. And I just want to sit.
Assim que chegou, ouviu barulho distante e percebeu que não estava sozinho. Acendeu uma fogueira e ficou atento, porque logo chegaria a noite.
There's just a thump up there.
Ele ouviu passos na escuridão e bateu 2 pedras para obter resposta. Instantes depois, um som alto e nítido ecoou da mata. Era uma resposta para ele que não estava só.
Okay, so there's a lot of rocks around here. I say we get in a couple rock clanks now and just listen for a bit. I've heard a couple thumps now. Yeah, rock clanks. That was an answer. That was a deluxe answer. Oh my goodness. That was just right over here. Hello? I could have been back here too, like right in here. Oh my goodness.
Quando o sol se pôs, ele foi tomado por um frio de medo. Logo depois, ouviu algo se movendo e passos tão próximos que lhe causaram arrepios.
Oh. What's that? Wow, man, something just was stepping right there, but there's nothing there. Oh, I got the chills. That scared the living crap out of me. You guys had to hear that. I don't feel good about tonight. I'm not feeling good about this at all right now. Whoop! Look, bear.
O pior vem agora. Um rosnado baixo e profundo surgir da escuridão, seguido por uma voz murmurando algo parecido com "Vamos pegá-lo".
No way. No way. No frickin' way. No frickin' way. No frickin' way. No frickin' way. No.
Oh, oh, goodness gracious.
I don't think there was a person in there. There was a growl, and then it said, "Let's get him." I heard, "Let's get him." I'm gonna have to go back and check that.
O homem foi tomado pelo puro desespero. Precisava sair daquela floresta o mais rápido possível. Disse que não ficaria ali de jeito nenhum, nem por mais um segundo. Entrou em sua caminhonete e estava apavorado demais para voltar a sair.
But I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear everything I heard. And that was a growl, and then right after the growl, "Let's get him." No way am I staying here. I'm not even getting back out of the truck. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you guys heard that. There's no freaking way. There could be people tucked back around that other corner, and one of them said, "Let's..."
A ideia de que algo na escuridão sabia seu nome e planejava alcançá-lo era um medo que o acompanharia para sempre. E você, teria coragem de andar sozinho à noite nesta floresta? No dia 29 de abril de 2016, o canal Exploring with Josh decidiu explorar a floresta do suicídio Aokigahara, no Japão. Ao descer do ônibus, recebeu olhares estranhos dos moradores, que tentavam avisar para não entrar. Ainda assim, ele e seus amigos sentiram que precisavam conhecer aquele lugar sombrio e carregado de histórias trágicas.
Serious matter. Thank you. Just getting off the bus, everyone's giving us like weird.
Eles passaram por uma placa de proibido entrar. Além dali, tudo podia acontecer. Logo avistaram uma fita rosa amarrada em uma árvore, usada por pessoas para se orientar caso mudassem de ideia. Mas a fita seguia fundo na floresta e parava perto de um velho guarda-chuva. Ele se perguntou se alguém o tinha deixado ali sem jamais voltar.
So that's where the no entry was. We just crossed it now. At any point in time, we're just gonna pull off and turn to where we think something may actually be. It could be people's items, tents, lost shoes, anything could be here. Now, little bit of information. If you see a tent here, if we find one, that means they're either contemplating on killing themselves or they've already done it. If we see ribbons stuck on trees, it means they're going inside and they don't want to get lost, so they tie a ribbon to their tree, hoping they can backtrack and get out. Look at this, they don't even maintain this. Trees are falling down all over here.
A long rope to a tree up ahead.
No
and I also
way.
found a couple of
Oh my god.
cans down in the cave.
Okay, here's what we found.
You just think he's going to lay up there.
Let's follow it.
What's over here?
We don't know, we found a ribbon or some sort.
Okay, right here. Some kind of...
Now we found a pink ribbon. It's going far down, jeez.
No, I think they set it up to get their way back if they decided not to.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. If you get lost, you're supposed to tie ribbons and stuff here.
These guys just left a giant rope.
Alright, it ends right here.
A floresta estava estranhamente silenciosa. Os celulares pararam de funcionar e eles tiveram que usar uma bússola para se orientar. Encontraram mais fitas, verdes e azuis, que os guiaram até um acampamento.
Left an umbrella.
Holy sh...
Alright, just an umbrella.
Yeah, but... See, it could be honestly more. It could have been like someone who was like, screw it, this is it. I want to use an umbrella right now because I'm soaked, but I don't want to use that one. You know what? You want to go down there more and then follow the track just in case they might have went down there? It's thick through here, but we're just going to see if we can find anything.
Okay, it kind of works.
The compass is working right now?
Yeah, compass still works.
Okay, good.
Direction is north.
Alright, we're using a compass to get our way out. Right now we lost all signal on our phones and everything.
What's so cool about it?
Yeah, what's weird about it is just, it's like all these underground random ass tunnels are all over the place. We're coming across some stuff.
Um peso estranho tomou conta dele. No acampamento viram um desenho, uma garrafa e um pequeno guarda-chuva que parecia de criança. Começaram a ouvir vozes suaves, como sussurros, mas também gritos distantes que não conseguiam entender. Ele não se assustava fácil, mas aquele lugar era realmente diferente.
All the way in here to the campsite. This place is no joke. I'm already feeling like so weird here. Like I'm getting these airy, dark vibes. Like I can like,
chills.
yeah, like I can. Ooh.
Watch out, dude.
Like I can feel it inside me. It's like unexplainable. I can't really explain it, but it's no joke. What happened? What must have happened was like the guy, whoever it was, with the ribbon, must have just been pacing himself around, just thinking if he actually wanted to do it or not. But here's all I found. Left, at least. Maybe he drew that before he did it. A bottle, of course. I don't know how recent this was. No one knows. Jesus Christ, dude.
That might have been the last thing someone had.
Yeah, this could have been their umbrellas right there, their drink.
But it looks like a children's umbrella, this one.
Alright, so I'm just here documenting my experience about being here and looking to see what I can find. I'm just very curious. So far since I've been here, I've already been hearing...
O chão era traiçoeiro, coberto por raízes e folhas molhadas. Ele e os amigos escorregaram várias vezes. Era fácil se machucar. Encontraram mais fitas, que levavam a outro acampamento, mais recente, com sinais de fogueira. Havia também uma árvore rosa isolada. Ele pensou nas pessoas que visitam o local todo ano para procurar corpos.
We've been slipping and falling this whole time since we've been walking through here. I already hit my shin a couple times. I think I'm bleeding. Just so slippery. We found new ribbons, we've been following it, and we're coming across what we think is another campsite. Let's go. Ugh. Yeah, here's another campsite we just found following that white ribbon. It looks honestly like fresh still. Although there must have been a fire going on right here. But what's weird too is this. The only pink tree that we've seen here, just in the middle of nowhere. An interesting fact is one time a year during the holiday season, Japan people get together and volunteer to come to the forest and pretty much just sweep the whole area and look for bodies. Wow, this umbrella is very old. Look how it looks. It's like dark green. Thing's completely rusted. Okay, this is our first tent we just found. Look at this.
Eles encontraram uma tenda rasgada e um chapéu jogado ao lado. Logo depois, 2 barracas ainda de pé, mas vazias. Ele se perguntou se seus donos haviam sido encontrados ou ainda estavam perdidos. Um sapato coberto de musgo parecia estar ali há anos, mas perto dele havia uma mochila e um guarda-chuva novos. Quem teria deixado aquilo naquele lugar tão sombrio?
There's 2 tents here. And they're still there. They're still there. Okay, let's check this out. What is all that? Had a campfire here. Yeah, there's no one here anymore. They either been found, or they turned back, or they're still in the forest, just around. We just found this shoe. Now this shoe had been here for well over 5-6 years. There's moss completely growing on the shoe. It looked like it morphed onto it. Whoa, dude, a backpack. This backpack's brand new.
I know.
I think that's an umbrella over there. We've been finding tons of umbrellas, tents, pretty much everything you would actually expect to find here. The backpack looks brand new, but also this umbrella right next to it looks brand new too. Which means, I don't know, I'm just gonna start searching the area around this premises. They're checking around this area, I'm looking around this area, and Shane's actually around that area. The rain's starting to pick up again.
Depois de 6 horas com o último ônibus prestes a sair, eles precisaram ir embora. Estavam molhados, cansados e o peso estranho continuava. Tinham visto roupas e barracas abandonadas. Ele sabia que às vezes patrulhas encontram corpos, mas deixam as tendas para trás.
So it's been around 6 hours since we've been in here. It turns out our last bus leaves in 30 minutes. So we couldn't explore till dark, but we've been here all day. My legs are hurting. We've all tripped and fell. I've been hurt. Henry's been hurt. Everyone's sore. We're soaking wet. It's been an insane time. It's been an insane day here for sure. It's an unreal experience. The eerie feeling I was getting in my chest was just all negativity, even all around me. It's unexplainable. We found backpacks, clothes, tents, still pitched. Most likely, I've been told just a few minutes ago. Actually, I've been told by the internet that it's because patrol people come by and they pick up the bodies. So they just, I guess it's been recent, so they haven't undone the tent or stuff. Or we just haven't found the people yet. We just see the tent still there, which is pretty insane.
A floresta estava tão silenciosa que nem ecos existiam. Era um silêncio absoluto, diferente de tudo que ele já tinha sentido. O chão coberto de raízes e folhas tornava cada passo difícil. Era realmente um mar de árvores, um lugar impossível de esquecer. Antes de irmos para o próximo vídeo, inscreva-se no canal para receber toda semana novos conteúdos assustadores. E bora para o próximo vídeo. No dia 16 de janeiro de 2017, no Alabama, o canal Exploring Alabama registrou um encontro arrepiante em uma trilha abandonada. O plano era apenas procurar sucata e pequenos tesouros em um riacho lamacento, mas o que parecia ser um dia comum acabou se tornando algo muito mais sombrio.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Ele encontrou o que parecia ser um osso. Não falou muito, mas ficou claro que estava desconfiado. Seguiu em frente, tentando acreditar que talvez fosse apenas parte de um animal morto.
Phone home. Now I'm on the other side. I don't see anything yet. I don't know if this guy's still singing. I asked him, was he just hanging out? He said, yeah. He said his throat was hoarse. I told him, I said I had a horse who had a throat before. And he said, yeah, that's pretty cool. And I said, yeah, that's true. It's a true story.
Ele continuou andando e se deparou com algo estranho no chão.
Nothing up here. Let's get back down here. All right, I'm gonna go back down to where I started and spend a little more time looking around, a little more before it starts getting darker. I'm back by this guy. I have decided I am not taking him with me. But I think, so we can end all his pain, let's go ahead and bleed him out. I need to put my mouth on it and prime it, don't I? Okay, you rest right there.
Ele encontrou uma máscara de esqueleto assustadora ligada a um tipo de bolsa de soro. Assustado, decidiu não levar nada, apenas sair dali.
Home, by the way. Absolutely adorable, and that blood brings out your eyes. Oh, it's getting soft. I gotta find another spot to stand.
Ele tentou rir, mostrando a água colorida como se nada fosse. Mas o olhar para aquele esqueleto dizia outra coisa, como se estivesse ali, esperando ser encontrado.
One more time before I head out. See what I may have missed. It is nice. It's almost too hot out here for it to be January. It's about 76 degrees. But that won't last. You can see I'm getting close to my spot because there's the rainbow water. So I'm gonna head back up through the middle. Thanks for watching my videos, everybody. I hope you always do.
Aquela máscara não parecia apenas lixo. Então ele deixou o local com sensação de que algo o observava o tempo todo. Mas para você, aquela máscara poderia ser algo de ritual ou uma simples máscara de fantasia? Perto do rio Amazonas, aqui no Brasil, um grupo de amigos conversava em frente a uma casa sem imaginar nada estranho. O criador do vídeo registrava como a enchente havia invadido o quintal. Publicado em 29 de janeiro de 2018, o vídeo já ultrapassou 2 milhões de visualizações. De repente, um predador surgiu na água. Primeiro parecia que o crocodilo apenas passaria, mas logo começou a sair do rio em direção a eles. A família não sabia como espantá-lo, só podiam filmar de longe. Mas então algo ainda mais inesperado aconteceu.
Pode ficar de boa.
De boa? De boa com a Dona Maria, não com a gente.
Vem aqui. Vem, Ronaldinho. Aqui. Vem aqui. Vem lá. Vem cá.
Segura aqui. Ué, ele tá cotoco?
Aí outro ali, ó.
Pra cá, hein? Opa!
Eu vou pegar você. Vem, gente. Aí, tá de boa, vai, irmão.
Outro crocodilo, bem maior que o primeiro, surgiu das águas. Diferente do inicial, esse se moveu com confiança e tentou atacar o grupo. Apavorados, todos recuaram e se abrigaram atrás da casa. Um crocodilo faminto é extremamente perigoso, ainda mais quando avança com tamanha determinação. A criadora do canal Hiking Dancer sempre mostrou sua paixão pelo ar livre. Grande parte do seu tempo é dedicada a explorar novas trilhas e compartilhar tudo no YouTube. Antes, fazia longas expedições de mochila, mas recentemente passou a focar em caminhadas de um dia. Neste vídeo, porém, decidiu acampar sozinha nas florestas tropicais da Península da Flórida. Partindo por uma trilha secundária, queria alcançar uma área inédita para ela. Já havia tentado antes, sem sucesso, mas dessa vez estava determinada.
Trying to get onto the Florida Trail at a different section. This actually was the area I wanted to get to last time I hiked the trail, and I realized it was like the worst trail on earth. I'm giving this trail tries and tries, but this is a cool blue blaze from a trailhead, and it is a chillier day today. So I thought I want to try to
Após várias horas de caminhada, finalmente encontrou um local adequado para montar o acampamento. Montou a barraca, organizou os equipamentos e acendeu uma pequena fogueira para se aquecer. Quando a noite chegou, descansou diante das chamas e preparou uma xícara de chá para relaxar.
just drank some milk tea, and the fire is going out. I could restart it, and probably I will get rid of the final wood that I have near here.
Ela já estava em sua barraca e a escuridão tomou conta do acampamento. Sons estranhos começaram a ecoar do lado de fora.
I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. So many sounds. I guess that was a bunch of coyotes just living their best life. They were really close. And it's actually raining a little bit right now, so it's like 10:30, and I went to bed at like really early. Can't sleep. Lots of different sounds.
Coiotes, ou talvez linces, estavam por perto. Seus gritos lembravam o choro de uma mulher ou o grito de uma criança. Para piorar, uma leve chuva começou a cair. Apesar dos sons inquietantes, ela manteve a calma e não entrou em pânico. Os animais nunca chegaram perto e não houve ameaça real, mas momentos assim podem abalar até os caminhantes mais experientes, principalmente quando se está sozinho. Por isso, levar algum tipo de proteção é sempre recomendável. Com o nascer do sol, tudo parecia diferente. O canto dos pássaros, o ar fresco da manhã e a beleza tranquila da natureza americana trouxeram uma sensação profunda de paz e serenidade. Este próximo vídeo foi publicado pelo canal Cursed Urban dos Estados Unidos, especializado em investigar locais assombrados, lugares abandonados e lendas urbanas. No dia 16 de setembro de 2025, o investigador se aventurou em uma densa floresta em Illinois. O que começou como uma caminhada tranquila sob a luz do dia, entre campos e clareiras, logo se transformou em uma das noites mais perturbadoras já registradas por ele.
Communicate, please do so using the device that I have in my hand, and we'll go from there. If not, it's completely okay. And please feel free to ask me some questions as well. So first response we got is family. Frank. Okay, am I communicating with Frank? What is this up here? What is this out here? It's like, is it a lake or something? It's like a clearing. Clearing with some more paths.
The rumors are false.
The rumors are false. Oh wow. Yeah, this is Illinois for you guys. This is what I was talking about. Fields and cornfields. This is exactly what I was talking about. Fields and cornfields as far as the eye can see. Nice view though. Really nice view up here. But let me check the map again. I might be going in the wrong direction. Yeah, I might be going in the wrong direction. I might need to go back the other way. I'm getting spanked by these mosquitoes right now. Yeah, we're going back the other way, guys. There's nothing here. It just leads to more and more fields, so we're gonna head back, and I'm gonna check out the other section of the forest that I originally planned on before I got. So before I let myself get misdirected over here in search of more fruitful, or in search of greener pastures, which I did find the greener pastures, but I don't like them. I want to find the darker, more shadowy pastures, so I'm gonna head back the other way. Alright, I am going to cut through this way.
Ele avançou por campos abertos e trilhas entrelaçadas, afastando enxames de mosquitos e conferindo o mapa sempre que o caminho se dividia. No início, a área parecia deserta, com hectares de plantações e trilhas silenciosas, mas quanto mais adentrava, mais o ambiente parecia se fechar ao seu redor. Enfrentou nuvens de insetos, percebeu o quão isolado estava e começou a notar sinais estranhos e repetitivos pelo caminho.
Like far behind me. And then whenever I heard them, I would stop and it would stop. I backtracked a little bit and I didn't see anybody, and I kept walking, and then they would keep walking. I don't know if it's my imagination, but here's the thing. When I backtracked, I smelled that same bug spray smell, but I did not see anybody. So, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm going to, I'm definitely going to, see if this way is a shortcut up here. Whoa, wait a second. Dude, I just saw a light. I just saw a flashlight through the trees. I definitely just saw a flashlight through the trees. Yeah. Oh, there it is right there. You guys see that? Right. And they're not moving. Dude, and they just shut it off when I turn my... Hello? Hello? I'm just hiking. How you doing? Dude, that's scary. I don't like that. I don't like that. I saw their light and they turned off, then they turned it on again. And then I turned mine on and they shut theirs off and they are not replying.
Passos leves pareciam acompanhar cada movimento seu. De repente, uma luz piscou entre as árvores, um pequeno feixe que acendia e apagava como se respondesse a ele. Cada vez que ele acendia sua lanterna, o outro feixe desaparecia. Quando apagava, ele reaparecia na floresta. A luz nunca se aproximava. O dono nunca respondia.
See their eyes? See their eyes shining right there? Yeah, there's deer out there just oh, there's more in the back. See, there's those two. And then to the right of them, oh, there's more. Oh, wow. Look at them all. There's 4, 5. Oh, they're running now. No, they're still standing there. Dude, that's creepy. Honestly, that's like super creepy. They're just standing there staring at me. Their reflective eyes in the dark. Maybe they're not deer. Alright. Oh man. So this is getting rough. See all these bugs? Yeah, this is pretty bad. I'm gonna have to switch to a color that bugs like a little bit less. Apparently they like blue. Alright. You like blue? What about let's try do you guys like teal? Alright, apparently they like teal. Let's keep going. You guys like green? You guys like green? Yeah, you're still attracted to green. Maybe I gotta do that ugly yellow. The ugly yellow seems to work. Like those ugly I say ugly yellow because it's like oh yeah, that works pretty well. I mean, there's still some here. But it's like the old
Em certo momento ele avistou olhos refletindo na escuridão. Talvez animais, mas o movimento, o jeito de encarar e o timing pareciam estranhos. Como se algo estivesse observando, e não apenas pastando. A tensão aumentou ao notar uma luz próxima ao carro onde havia estacionado.
I just saw a light again. Dude, I just saw. Yeah, there it is. Guys, you see that? Dude, there's somebody by my car. You see that? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting out of here, dude. Hello? No, there's somebody just by my car, guys. For real, I'm not even joking with you. There was somebody right by my car. I just saw that light again. Same one. Same exact light. Hello? Someone there. Yeah, alright. I'm getting out of here. I'm cutting the night short. Dude, there's somebody out here who's shining their light, looking around my car, and not responding to me. Screw this. Screw this.
Alguém estava junto ao veículo varrendo a área com um feixe de luz, sem responder quando chamado. Sem saber se era outra pessoa ou algo diferente, ele decidiu encurtar a noite. Saiu abalado, mas convencido de que o local tinha grande potencial para a atividade paranormal. Os reflexos nos olhos de animais e o timing estranho adicionavam outra camada. O que quer que estivesse ali interagia com as tentativas de comunicação do investigador. Então, o que era? Um observador oculto? Um estranho invisível? Ou algo que só respondia quando queria ser visto? Se você estivesse naquela mata, teria ficado para descobrir ou se afastado assim que a luz apontou para seu carro? Me conte nos comentários. Se você chegou até aqui e curtiu o vídeo, não esqueça de se inscrever no canal e deixar seu like. Isso ajuda muito. E aproveita que eu separei mais um vídeo aqui em cima para você assistir agora.